Man, bro, I like looking at that young man, 19 years old, good child all his life, good grades, doing all this stuff. So just me trying to picture him entering this prison system, what's in store? Like, is he gonna be all right? Or the predator's gonna try to attack right away?
Prison Stories 101. Yeah, we got him back in the building. And I'm looking at the shirt.
Yeah.
Dope Black Dad.
Big facts.
That is a nice shirt. I remember that outfit with the Real Life Street Stars chains. I'm glad someone actually took that and made a shirt.
Shout out to Tracy.
Shout out Tracy, man. Does she do shirts on a regular?
Yeah, she is from New Orleans. She do shirts, yeah.
Okay, so in case someone needs to highlight it, does she have...
right.
We might get her Instagram. I might put it on.
I ain't doing all that for her. No.
Okay,
she don't pay me enough for that.
Nice shirt, Tracy.
And I pay for my shirt, so no.
Right? I'll give her a shout. Nice shirt on. Gangsta, I want to get you back in here and have a quick conversation with you, man, because the world is currently divided in the sense that a young man by the name of Karmelo Anthony was, they say he was railroaded, where he stabbed a young man. Self-defense is what they were fighting for, but they gave him murder. And the same juries, which was I don't want to say it was all white, but no one was black. They kind of sentenced him as well to 35 years. Because you went in at a young age and you did almost 35 years, you did 23 years out of your life sentence.
In 10 months.
In 10 months. I'll never forget the 10 months.
You just did.
I just did. Yeah, you're right. I apologize. Every day counts. I want to get your take as far as what it takes to kind of get through that. But first and foremost, I want to get your take. We haven't had the conversation about the incident. You've been stabbed before. Mm-hmm. Not a fun feeling. I
got stabbed right here.
Right there. And he stabbed the young man in the chest. Mm-hmm. You, of course, leaked out. You fell in front of some girls. And I'm assuming they saved you at the fair. No,
they didn't say it. They was screaming and hollering. I was running out to Superdome and I saw a bunch of females and I wanted the attention. So I stopped right there and just laid on the floor. Instead of going out and go jump in the car or the ambulance, I wait for the ambulance to come pick me up.
Oh, okay. Well, so I'm assuming you didn't feel like it was life-threatening. You felt like...
I didn't understand. Well, when I raised my shirt, it was making that noise, brrr, brrr, because the cut was right there. It was like doing that.
Yeah.
So my lungs had collapsed.
Oh, wow. You didn't know that, though, but you was...
No.
All right, well, with that being said, this young man was stabbed in the chest as well, and he lost his life. Give me a take on that, though, first of all. Did you see that as self-defense as far as the scenario of him being in someone else's tent during a track meet? They asked him to leave politely. Him saying, you're going to make me leave or whatever witnesses said, he said. And then, of course, the young Metcalf kid pushing him.
That's where I get, I lose the sympathy for the Metcalf young man who deceased. Because my thing is, what harm was he causing by being under the tent, number one? It's for a school, you don't own that tent. Number two, why you had to put your hands on him? If that's the case, if we go around, me and you go around to Walmart and go grab people now, I'm gonna go to jail for assault. Or somebody gonna feel like they gotta stand their ground and defend themselves for me pushing them or touching on them. So I looked up Texas law, where I think it's 5.5 or something, but I remember like in prison, if we got caught with a 6-inch shank or better, we was going to the outside court. Yeah. That's considered a weapon. Yeah. 6 inches or better. So what he had wasn't even much a weapon.
Yeah, less than 5 inches.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So when Metcalf grabbed him, then they say he had bruises on his face. See, they didn't show all that. I just feel like he didn't get a good deal, a fair trial. It was a whole racial profile. It just was all bad for him because you got white or Asian, maybe Latino jury, and you got to see, people don't realize this. that town he in so racist, and you got the people out there that's racist, that's yelling. You got the blacks out there too that's hooping and hollering too. But what happens is people see who the jury is. So if you come back with a not guilty verdict, we gonna target you. Them people civilian, them people want no problem.
Yeah, they are civilians.
Because I would love someone to talk to each one of them jury one at a time and ask them, do you really feel like he was guilty?
Yeah, I think they'll say yes. Because I actually watched the attorney who prosecuted Karmelo. It was a black man. And he was good. I'm not gonna lie. He was good. He was better than whatever the defense dude did. So with that being said, sometimes the prosecutor can make it understand like, no, it wasn't, Metcalf wasn't his life wasn't in danger by him pushing him. It was the force that he reacted with was way more excessive than the force that the young Metcalf kid asserted.
So if that's the case, then we got a right to put our hands on people now then, no matter the force.
Well, so that's the question. If you get pushed at a club, you could just up and shoot somebody. Murder. It's gonna be murder.
Well, if I shoot somebody, I'm gonna get charged with the gun. Now I might get away with the murder, but I'm gonna get charged with the gun.
No, you're right. I look at it like if it was, let's say, an old lady who got pushed and she defended herself with a knife and not meant to, of course, you don't know if you're gonna kill a person, but she just get off me and stab the young man. I think the young lady will get off. The old lady will get off. They'll be like, oh, well, the old lady got pushed. Okay, so she was probably fearful of her life.
Let's reverse the role. Metcalf black, Anthony white.
Yeah.
And Metcalf stabbed Anthony. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, no, they would have said there goes a black man being an aggressor.
First of all, he's a big football player. He shouldn't even have told him to get out the tent. Why telling this man is drizzling or rain, whatever, get out the tent? That's not your tent. Why you even must bother that man?
Nah, that's true.
So it's a whole lot of stuff. And then I'm hearing the rumors that the judge, the DA, and the father, all of them friends. So he was drinking in the club.
Yeah. They said that they are friends, but that wasn't the same judge that was on the case. It was a judge though of the area, Collin County.
Oh, okay. Well, they're all family, they're all partners.
They all cool. Partners anyway.
They be playing golf or sitting in there, like I said, a little lounge where they be at smoking a cigar. He killed my boy. You got to go in and bury him. Oh, we got you, Ernie. Or Ray, whatever his name. So at the end of the day, bro, and the father used to text me. He had texted me right before the trial, but so happened I was in the city. I was in New Orleans out there. So he had invited me and a few other people to come to the trial. Yeah,
no, definitely. I was invited as well. It was a lot of racial division that was there. I didn't want to get part of.
What's crazy, bro? I wrote it because I would have loved to be out there because it's like me coming from where I come from, and now I'm out here. I'm on this side over here. They over here screaming this. So it's like I'm really civilian. I'm out here with these people. Let's go.
Man, you might have scared them. They see you.
They don't know me. That's the thing. So
you just been
regular black man. I just supporting my brothers. So man. But
somebody would announce you.
Let me just say this before we keep going. Shout out to Charleston White because Charleston White has really been leading by example.
Yes.
See, a lot of us get on these cameras and talk about this, but do you really want to help or you just want to do content?
Yeah, Charleston, I see that he not only, of course, was backing, he, of course, used his platform to send a message, but he's also going to put boots on the ground and come where everybody was just talking from, the phone. He's going to put boots on the ground. Mind you, this is his city as far as DFW, so it does make sense.
Right.
Now, let me ask you as far as the sentencing. Of course, the young kid was... He only spent like maybe a couple of hours in jail. They bonded him out very quickly. The whole time leading to the trial, he's been at home, with his Xbox, with his friends, talking, maybe girlfriend or something like that, to where he never spent the day in jail. And now they sentenced him to 35 years. First of all, there's a question of how quickly the process moved of him going into handcuffs and then getting sent. He's already been sent to prison within a day. Is that normally how it works? Or is it normally like, aren't you in jail for a little while and then you get sent to a transfer facility, then you go to the prison you're supposed to be at?
In Louisiana, yes. So I had asked some people this in my video, and a few people hit me up. This guy I know from Miami, he told me that it happened to a guy in Memphis, and he sent me another guy where the guy got found guilty. They gave him the life sentence right then and there, and then they set a later date for his other sentencing date. I have never seen it, never heard of it, but it's people say that have happened in certain states. So I'm like, oh, okay. But that's just so fast. Like, usually when you get found guilty by you coming to court, on bond. So now they see that you're not a flight risk. So now found guilty, okay, we're gonna set your date 3 months down the line, whatever, get your check, whatever, or you get sentenced, turn yourself in at this, date. So for them to do all that at one time, it just shows that was all a friendship, familyship. Let's send a message. He took 1 of ours. Now, I would say this, though. I'm happy the judge didn't give him a life sentence.
Yes, he was facing life.
Yeah.
So mind you, the judge didn't sentence him, but the same juries gave him the 35. So they deliberated, said he doesn't deserve, it was 5 to life. So he didn't get 5. He didn't get life. He got 35.
But the judge determined the time, right? Or the jury?
No, for this one, the jury.
The jury determined it? Man, yeah. Never heard of that.
I never heard of either. So when they said the jury went back to discuss sentencing, I said the jury. And it's the same jury that found him guilty. So I'm like, oh, they didn't even get a new group of people to. You
show the jury?
The jury went back to do the sentencing.
Let's give him 35 years.
Let's give him 35 years. Wow. With that being said, how does it, for people that don't know, how does it work between Fed and state as far as when you have 35 years? Does he get, is it half or?
Fed, you're doing 85%. You're doing 85% in the Fed, no matter what the crime is. Federal. That's federal all around. State, at one time, Texas had the sweetest state with time. I don't know what it is now. That's a question you gotta hit Dewberry up on the phone.
Okay.
Dewberry could walk us through that stage. Anthony Dewberry.
Yes.
But
shout out Dewberry.
Man, bro, I like looking at that young man, 19 years old, good child all his life, good grades, doing all this stuff. So just me trying to picture him entering this prison system. What's in store? Like, is he gonna be all right? Or the predator's gonna try to attack right away?
Yeah, so feds is different from state, but prison is prison. Can you explain possibly what his mindset is? Again, he's 19, you went in at 23, I believe, right?
Yes.
For the feds. What is the mindset when you first go in? And if you could put yourself in his mindset, like he got found guilty, he did it. So his defense was self-defense. So, but in self-defense, you have to say that you did the crime, though. But now you have to explain why you were defending your life. So he's going into prison as a murderer on paper. How long does it take for him to possibly maybe adjust the fact that he is about to do this time?
First off, because you say, you gotta keep in mind, I went to jail. Well, I went to the federal because I did juvenile state time too.
Yeah.
So me going to the feds at 23, well, let's go when I did my state time. I did state time, I was 18, 19 in the adult prison, right? Right. Me going to doing state time, I got a violent mindset coming from the street. So it's different when you got this youngster coming, straight A student, good person, honor roll, helping people out, going to a prison. He like, what the world? Yeah. He lost. He's scared. Because you're hearing all these horror stories and knowing what's going on, so you don't know what to do. And there's so many kind men in prison, so you don't know how the game's coming at you. You don't know who coming at you. I will say this though, there's always somebody in prison that ain't on that bull crap that'll see a young man and try to take to him and try to teach him and show him the way. You got some you got like a little pinky finger full that'll be, don't have no hidden agenda that just really want to see a young man make it.
Okay.
But 19, one thing I pray that he don't get caught up in them gangs and running with them dudes and you lose yourself in that system.
How does it work when the crime, even though they try to make it not a racial thing, but it became a racial thing? How does it work going into prison to where how does a racist crime from what it looks like a racist crime, because he killed a white boy, how does that play into prison? Does the Aryan Brotherhoods look to try to get a hold of him? Like, do they want to get stripes off of him? Somebody doing life maybe just be like, oh yeah, because you killed one of ours, this is gonna follow you in prison as well.
Well, see, sometimes he wouldn't be one of theirs, because you got the Aryan brothers, then you got, like in the feds, you would have the dirty white boy, the skinhead, the Aryan brothers, all these different groups, right? And then you have the neutral cause, the regular whites that just don't run with none of that. The Aryan brothers will go to them and say, hey, we understand y'all neutral, y'all not with this race, y'all with us. However, if a race riot jump off, y'all better aid us or we gonna kill y'all. So the good thing on his side is majority of prisoners be Black, Latino.
Yeah, especially in TDC, he's in Texas.
So, he Mexicans and Blacks more.
Yeah.
So he won't have that. It's not like he'll be entering a white jail and they just dog him,
Yeah, like California or someone on the West Coast or
where
something.
He can't make it and where he got to go in PC and do his time there.
Yeah.
But like I said, the good thing is they're going to be Black. And it's people from Texas, that's the little homie from Southern come here.
Based on the height of the crime, based on, the height of the case, and the national attention has gotten, should he go to PC? Just, mind you, he's never did a day in jail. Like, this is all new to him. Would you suggest that he go to PC just to start understanding that he's locked up? He should go to Gen Pop and be with people. Because
this is a young man who national attention, got found guilty. Now you separated from your family because you have a mother and father. You separated from that, and now you don't know what's going on. So in solitary confinement, you in this cell by yourself, and that might wind up going, whereas in Poppy, you get on the phone, call the family, you can talk to the family, you can move around, go to the law library, move around versus being in that one cell just going crazy.
Being in one cell, they say you got 23 in one. So you got 23 hours in a cell, one, maybe an hour for rec, shower time, all within that.
No, where in the feds, the shower in the cell.
Oh, the shower's in the cell. So you can, that's actually pretty good. Take a shower whenever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you pass time? Does he get to still, do they give him the Bible? Can he get books?
He gonna get his religious stuff. Yeah.
So can he just read and go to school while in segregation?
You ain't going to no school. They might bring you some literature to the cell.
Yeah.
You locked in. 23 and 1. Then he might have housing rec alone, meaning he can't have no cellmate. And when he go out for recreation, he by himself in a cage. So, but yeah, of course you could get all kind of books and literature. When I was in the shoe, that's how I did my bed. I had my religious stuff, and then I had not my hood novels, my magazines. I had everything.
Okay. Now let's say he does go to Gen Pop. He's amongst people, and just kind of lay it on me as far as even you come from a different past, but I'm sure you've seen people come in that was more green. Do people try to prey on a young man coming in that young, trying to get under his, get him under the wing, like, hey, bro, I got you, whatever you need, let me know. Do they even play on his mind, just see where he's at? Is that going to happen?
Of course, that happens. Yeah, man. A lot.
And again, he's a kid.
Right. That happens. Matter of fact, man, I can see his face from Florida. Man, I can see the little youngster face. He was the youngest one. He was 19 or 20 years old in the feds in the compound with me. Yeah. He be with Kodak Black and them. Man, I can't think of it. But the other one, El Chapo, he a rapper too. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Chapo.
All of us in the fed together in the same dome. Yeah. So Man, he knew the little youngster I'm talking about too. He was part of, like I said, with Kodak and them, but he was like 19, 20 years old, the youngest one on the compound.
Did he come in with issues like, all right, man, yeah, we gonna, or once the car protects you?
Yeah, the car protects you because you're from Florida.
Okay.
From Florida, you the homie, you from this part. It's different. Like I said, I can't speak, I don't know about Texas State. And he's from I know his father them from New Orleans.
His family, the whole family just got to Frisco, Texas to even go to the school within like a year or so before.
So he raised in New Orleans?
Yeah, so he's in New Orleans, everything.
Yeah,
and then they just got to Texas to kind of find a better life.
Okay. I'm here and look what happened.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, and because that's crazy because I was speaking with a young man, and I was telling him about moving. He was like, man, I want to get away. I said, man, move to Texas. Daddy said, man, I don't want to get hung.
Oh, man,
I'm like,
that kind of reputation?
I said, nah, bro. I said, I've been here 4.5 years, so it got to be good.
Yeah,
you know, ain't no real. I said, you think about them little heck towns, and but in the city of Dallas and moving around in different little parts, now you good.
Oh, yeah, Dallas is just as same as New Orleans.
So I got a partner, right? He in Georgia, and he was like, I said, bro, you gonna come to Dallas and visit me? He said, man, I don't come to this country. I ain't never cows and dirt roads. And I said, bro, you got that ain't the Dallas, bro. Come out of Georgia and come to Dallas and see. I say, bro, no. And me and him were talking today. I say, bro, Dallas have a football team, a basketball team, baseball team. I said, it's a big city, bro. He said, yeah. I said, yeah, man. I said, you need to come out of Georgia. You ain't never left Georgia. He said, yeah, you right, man. So he said, man, I'm gonna come next month.
Okay.
So, you know, people just go off what they think.
Cows and
I was like, bro, I ain't never saw
boots.
That. But
well, let me ask you this: when it comes to how much money, because again, this is a very publicized case, and they say the family raised over $600,000 via GoFundMe and the other apps. Does that information do you feel it'll travel with him into prison to where they look at him like you got money or your family got money? So I know you can't spend as much as you can spend in the feds as you can in state, but you can still, your family, your mama can still make some moves for you on the outside to help somebody knowing you got some money. Is that a burden for him to know like some money was involved with his case and that $500,000 was sent, over $500,000 was sent to his family?
Not really, because half dudes don't really know what's going on out here.
Oh, hold on. So they don't have like news on the inside?
Yeah, but they're not all publicizing that part. They just publicize he got trial, he got found guilty, blah, blah, blah. The reason why I found out about it because I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, so most people in jail got the phone
that,
with
but some people not really worrying about their part. They worrying about that boy, he'll put something down, so let's get him to run with us. Because he a little soldier. That's what they thinking now, you know? But for him, I just pray that he don't get caught up with a bunch of, young dudes. And because a lot of people go to jail, they go to jail kind of scared, and then once they see people their equal, their age, or they meet a cellie or cellmate who start giving them the game, lacing them with stuff, they go to getting a little courage. They go to feeling it, then go to, where they running around with the wrong crew, start getting high, gambling or whatever, calling home, mama, send me the money, da-da-da. Or you can run with a crew and then they'll start pressing you. Man, get this here, man, call, tell your people send some money.
Yeah, that's what I'm mean. Like when they'll start using him to get to his people.
Yeah, they could try that. You got some people that'll try that. You got some people, man, call on, tell your people send that money or we're gonna kill you in here.
Yeah, see.
You got that. You had that. But like I said, I don't know how Texas is around. I don't know if gangs pull up, religious Christians, Muslims, I don't know who pull up and, because you gonna have Christians, you got Muslims gonna try to pull up on them too and like, come over here, brother. Come to religious service, come. They gonna have people gonna try to grab him.
Yeah, I definitely see a tug of war kind of going on because of who.
No, I don't, because of the fact that once you get there, your mind gonna be on, okay, I wanna do this, I wanna do that, or hold up. And he might get to a spot where, like I said, I don't know how Texas, he might go to a pen where he don't have that much outside or that much communication with the whole population.
That is true.
Like I said, we would have to talk with Dewberry or somebody from Texas that know their system.
Exactly. I'm gonna give it Dewberry.
Tomorrow.
His hair. He didn't have like dreads or nothing, but he had like a little bush.
Right,
bush. They showed his mugshot and he shaved bald. I'm like, there was no facial hair, just shave bald.
I don't like that.
I'm like, why they got him looking like a skinhead damn near? I'm like, why do you? What's the purpose of to make him shave what little hair he had?
Well, like I say, because I heard, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I heard Angola had tried that at one time, making people shave their dreads, their braids, until you have people going to the whole people fight. Because it's my religion, I can do this, da da da. So some people make you shave all the hair off to make sure you're not bringing in no lice or no, when I say lice, like little crabs or something into their facility. So that make it clean up, shave up, boom, boom. I don't like.
They'll let them grow it back.
I don't know, because like I said, we don't have them problems in the Fed.
Okay.
Mustache, beard, bush, dreads, braids, whatever you want, finger wave, whatever you want. You want the stacks?
Yeah, I've heard state they don't want you to have a 5 o'clock shadow. Like you got to make sure it ain't even no stubble is even growing back. You got to make sure it's clean.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So, but in the federal, you're gonna have a big old licky yak. You can have something down,
Oh, you can stash something in there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't like. I got some homies that do it too, but then I'm used to seeing them like that. But I don't like because it separates who is who. What I mean by that is when you shaving your mustache. When they cut that mustache off, you be thinking like, oh, that's a boy. Because we in our state, it's like, man, cut that contraband off your face.
Yeah.
Whereas now, I got some homies that like to do it to look young. Man, I'm gonna shave all it to make me look young. So a lot of them do it for that purpose. But I just would love to speak with his father to see how his first day went. What is he doing? What's going on? How is he keeping busy? Also, for the people who really care, once he filed his appeal, you could file for an appeal bond.
Okay, while the appeal's going, you can try to get back out again.
Right.
I heard they were trying to get appellate lawyers to come in because I do feel like there were some mistakes in his trial that they need to kind of look at. I mean, his defense didn't do anything. Speaking of, if he was to get a visit from his mother or father, and let's just say, I'm not talking about right now, I'm talking about like, let's say within a year or two, if he does, when they see him without knowing, and he has like now a neck tattoo, because right now he has no tattoos, but if he has a neck tattoo, a face tattoo or something, what would that normally say?
That you didn't let this person get to you, you let somebody get in your head. Now you're getting comfortable in here. You feel like, okay, it's home for the next 17, 18 years.
I mean, it is going to be home, technically.
Yeah.
Because what they say is, not saying he has to lose hope with the bond, with the appeal process, but some people tell you, you got to know that you're in here.
Optimistic, pessimistic, all kind of mystics. Yeah, it's a fact. Because once they sentence you, bro, you got to okay, I got to prepare to do this time.
Yeah,
I got to prepare.
Or should he be hopeful to go home any day?
Of course, we all do that, man. This is our favorite thing. Once we get sentenced, we tell all our people, "Oh, I'll be home in a minute. Oh, I got my appeal rights. I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna be back in court. I'm gonna this." So we tell all our people that.
Yeah, you don't want your people to fall off. Like, you got life. They'll quickly fall off. Yeah.
I would say this though: if his family got the $600,000, invest in something because he gonna need it down the stretch to keep him going.
Oh, you mean invest in something to
invest the money in something to be able to keep taking care of him.
Yeah, some people were upset about possibly they use that money to buy a new house, and I look at it as that's kind of one of the smartest things you could do is to purchase a house outright where all you owe is taxes. Meaning the dad or the mom don't have to work to pay a mortgage. Meaning the money they make could go straight to him. You could always borrow from your house to do, to get a lawyer. I'm like, the house is the best investment to purchase. So I don't know why people be mad at that. Like, oh, they bought a house because they were leasing as they were living here. How quickly do you feel, just based on knowing how prisons work, if he'll have a fight, and how quickly do you think a fight may happen?
Well, one thing we do know, he not scary. He gonna defend himself. Fights happen if you allow them to. There are all kind of ways you can avoid fights. Don't gamble. Stay away from the dice game. Stay away from trying to control the TV or watching these programs. Like I see guys that like I had a celly man from Baltimore. He was like 6'3". He had a TV. And he would put it on BET, and he would sit right there in front of that TV named Pound, and nobody would touch that TV. Bro, I would get up and look out the door, and he's sitting right there in front of the TV. Them big old bifocals gonna sit right there in front of the TV. Every day, bro. And I'm like, bro, that's this dude. But he had 35 years. But he had a TV. And there was other people that would watch, but that was his TV.
He watching what he want to watch.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And so, go ahead.
So you got guys in prison that love the TV, that will fight you behind that TV, that run out of monsters. They will fight you behind that TV, kill you behind it, stab you behind that TV. I seen a dude, it was a homosexual disrespected dude. And the homosexual went and sat down, and because like we had the CNN TV, and then it was a Vincent Lane TV, but they were trying to make, it was some whites trying to make it a Fox TV. So I'm glad, like, man, we ain't going for that. But then this guy, the gay guy went and sat down and went to white TV. The dude walked up behind him and kicked him in the back of his head.
The homosexual?
Yeah, he got kicked in the back of his head. The homosexual.
Damn.
Because he had disrespected the dude because he wanted to watch something on the TV. Like, this ain't your TV. He had been down a while, so he thought he was putting down, and dude like, all right. He ought to be happy to do that and come back and bust him in the head and butcher him. He just kicked him in the back of his head, and he hit the floor. He apologized, man, my bad. But you got people, Joker, that look, don't touch that TV.
Oh, it's gonna be something.
It was it's crazy you said it was a racist white dude came from Beaumont. He hadn't killed the black before, so he came there to the other pen and he was like, turn the TV. And it's doing Juma on Friday. Bloods just sitting there watching, but he turned that TV. He said, ask about me. They know about I killed the black in Beaumont. And I'm mad because when I'm hearing this, I'm like, y'all should have took off in the unit. So they waited till when the move was called, he left out the unit to go let his brothers know, hey, I just did this to this blacks. I took this TV, turned him, and by the time he got up that walk, the word already, and they just with the Muslim, a lot of them wanted to put that knife in him.
Oh, dang. They didn't beat him up. They want to.
Yeah, because dudes beat up, but dudes trying to set a statement, man. They trying to butcher you.
Oh, man. Okay.
They trying to make a movie, a horror movie at that.
So I'm telling you. So I understand what you're saying. He could avoid a fight. Yeah. But would you say a fight actually will gain you some respect if they just told you?
Of course, because if you fight, people gonna know, oh, he a fight, so I can't just go, because let me show you something I learned. You got what you call the boo game, right? Like pump faking, like dudes will come like they tough, but can't fight. Mm. So if they beat you to the punch and they see that you scared because they rah, oh, I got him now. Now they gonna come with a little soft prayer, look, man. And like, cause I've seen a lot of dudes do that, and when they're trying to go in that cell, go one-on-one, they can't fight.
Damn. So they'll play the mind game.
Yeah, they're gonna try
big
that.
Bad wolf.
Yeah, I'm gonna try you, boy. I'm gonna see if I can try to, beat you like this here.
Should he, if you was to give him some advice, should he be working out like immediately? Like, all right, bro, go ahead and get to it.
Got to. Okay. Got to, because you never know. I seen in my parish jail, I had just come from juvenile jail. They tried me as an adult for homicide. I was blessed to go in the cell with my bro, Mike. Mike's in Angola now. I just talked to him the other day. He been locked up since 92.
Damn.
So George, my co-defendant, that was my juvenile co-defendant. Him and Mike became co-defendant. Me and George went to juvenile jail in March 24, 1990. I broke out in 91. He went AWOL in 91. They gave him a furlough to go home. He didn't go back. Mike got a furlough to go home. He didn't go back. So we all hooked up on the streets. I got caught twice. Then I wound up getting caught with the gun in 92. Went to jail February. They got locked up for the murder March and April of 92. And when they come and got me for the homicide and attempt murder from juvenile jail, they brought me to the adult jail. And when I went on the tier, first day I hear somebody saying, get him, there you go, get him. I'm like, yeah, come on, get him. But I'm like, man, I'm scared because I'm like, man, they playing with me already. I just got here, man. What is here? Playing these little crackhead games, bro.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that scared me.
Yeah.
But I didn't show it. I kept walking. I go in the cell, and it's 4 bunks in the cell. and I see some felines. I said, "This is like Mike shoes." And this dude looked kind of bigger now. So, but I'm like, but he got his face to the wall, and they to make these little things so it could, put on your eyes to make it a little darker in there. And I'm like, to jump on. So private, I said, boy, if I jump on this dude, this ain't my dog, boy, we gonna be rubbing into this cell, right? Yeah. So as I'm leaning over, if I'm standing over him, putting the matches on the top bunk, I'm making noise. So that made him turn over and lift up. I'm like, Mike, what's that? Then he just started. Came in again, don't be doing it, don't be playing with people. That's when Sterling was in there too. So right across from me, there, the dude put like a little sheet up overhead. Matter of fact, a dude hit me up about this because I told this story before. I heard some skirt, your tennis shoes make that little skirt noise, like you fighting or something. So Mike was teaching me how to make a molly, and we was crushing the M&Ms up, and directly across from us, because we had the bars, the cell bar, where you rack the door back, boom, you gotta watch your hand, because you can smash your hand. And so I hit a screech. I said, what the gun? He said, man, you been there. I said, but I hit it. He said, he about to turn that little boy out. I said, so he used to wrestle with him till you get tired, wrestle. Once you get tired, and then they laying on you, they holding you, doing all these gay games. And right after that, I seen him in the day room with the little handkerchief tied in front of his ear. Yeah, they got him. And the dude hit me up, he said, yeah, man, you remember such and such, boy, I know you remember that, da-da-da-da. I said, yeah, man, I remember that dude, I remember that.
Dang.
But I never said the dude name because he was young. And I know one dude that had got raped in jail. He was young, but he got revenge back, so nobody looked at him as a rainbow because he wasn't taking, he wasn't like, I ain't want that. I got,
Yeah, how quickly?
Overpowered.
How quickly did he get his revenge?
It took a few years.
Damn, years.
Because we'll get separated. Oh. Like we might be to jail together, then I might go to another jail, you might go to another jail, or I might get shipped out to a jail, we might meet up in the same jail.
Okay.
And then there's problems then.
Damn, okay.
I can see you.
As long as he got it back.
Yeah.
So of course I know, the world knows that you've dealt with pistol, you had pistol play before. But of course you went to the feds. Were you a fan of the knife game when you was free?
Huh?
Were you a fan of on the streets? Were you a fan of the knife game?
Yeah, all that. Well, really, the guys I was beefing with, they had the belt buckles with a knife hid in there. That's why I love the tax that Charles White be having, because I had mace on the street.
Oh yeah.
On my keychain too, back then, because it was like whenever we see each other, it was on sight. You know what I'm saying? So we all was trying to make a name, was trying to embarrass the next person. So I know them boys at the Caddy used to come in them concerts with them buckles, them belt buckles with them knives hidden there. The boys at the mill, these and them, like that's how I got stabbed in the field. They got the girls to bring them, bring them knives in there. Well, these said they said they ain't check them, but man, we tried all kind of stuff. We always had something.
So did you ever get personal with someone? Hit him with that knife?
Not on the street, in prison, in jail,
Okay,
I got a write up for stabbing somebody.
Yeah.
I ain't like, right after I hit him, I asked the SIS lady, I said, is he all right? He live.
Oh, you had, okay.
Because I had life. And I'm thinking, if I take this man's life, now I'm gonna be stuck with this life, even if I beat this life. Because once you catch a life in jail now, I got a homeboy named Buckle from the tent wall. He used to smoke that K2, man, and he got into it with his cellmate, and his cellmate stole off on him. He fell and hit his head, and then he stumped him out and killed him in Angola. So the guy got that life sentence. So once you do that, you stuck with that one.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? You beat your case, law come out, like the new law come out, giving everybody, like you got people coming home from Angola now. Some of them are like my partner Mark. He don't like it. Mark, we call him Champ now till he box too. Me and Mark was going to have a fight too. I had a fight, Mark. No, so we was about to fight about some childish stuff, bro. We on the tier. I would tell you, so Mark home on life probation, parole, with a life parole. And sometimes he be frustrated, and I remind him, bro, you was just with a bunch of miserable men. At least you on the street, at least you free. Like, yeah, you right, bro. Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, so I'm in the jail. We're on B1 in the OPP. Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of OPP when I go back down there. So we in OPP, Old Parish Prison. OPP had the lecture chair. Some people always argue with me about this. I remember seeing it on B. Some people say it's on D. I remember man bringing me up there and I saw that chair. We had to go get a mattress up there on a little small tier up there. But anyway, OPP, when you come off the tier, you go right into the docks, wait in the back, and you go across and go into the courtroom, like everything into one.
Yeah.
Right? They moved it now. I seen this, but I was on B2. On B2, when you look down out the window, you see the mall, Frank Mignon, where Frank Mignon used to be at. And I saw a dead body on the table with the head cut open. I saw one with the chest open. So that's where they do the autopsy at. Yeah. But anyway, OPP is where all the criminals go out there, the armed robbers, murders, rape, whatever you do violent, you going there. Okay. So they had all of us mixed up, juvenile had all of us together. I mean, they had a juvenile tier, it was C4. But then, like people like me that came from juvenile prison, they put me with adults, had a lot of us just mixed in. So 93 of March, they took all the juvenile that was scattered around, because you have A, B, C, D, A1, A2, A3, A4, B1, B2, B3, like that, right? So they took all of us and put all of us on B1 and B2 and B3. That was a mistake, because you got a bunch of youngsters trying to prove themselves. So you got the tent war down there. I'm on B1, I'm on this side, I'm on the right side, Mark on the left side. And bro, we in there fussing about, it's a school called Corn High School, where we used to go to this dance at night where they had a DJ in the gym, and it's like a little concert for like a little, you gotta re-jump, you get fresh for that. So every Saturday night, we look forward for that. But the tent was to be deep in there. And they used to be handling their business too. They used to be handling their business. So we fussing about that. So I'm like, man, boy, we used to be handling y'all. He Mark like, nah, boy, we used to be beating y'all. I said, well, you know what? When they rack these doors back, I'm gonna come over there and me and you gonna fight. He was like, all right. So they rack one side back first, every 2 hours. So that's a debt trap. Because when you lock, like you got the day room, in the day room up front, you got one TV in there, you got a payphone, and you got the shower, and you got a toilet in there. And you got 7 cells. The last cell on the right is the tier rep cell. You got the tier rep, the assistant tier rep, and 2 cleanup guys. They cells stay open all day. So when they racked the door back, I went back there in cell 7 and hid in there. So when they said, y'all get what y'all gonna get? All right, boom, they racked the doors back. If you go into your cell, you stuck in your cell for 2 more hours. Or if you go in the day room, you stuck there for 2 hours. Then he'll rack the other side back. So when he racked the other side back, everybody come out their cell at one time so you could blend in the crowd. So I blended in, I went over to the day room over there. So I'm ready to fight. So the deputy was still there, and Mark was like, hold on, let's wait till he leave. I'm like, all right. So I'm waiting, the deputy never left. So when they racked the door, I said, I gotta get him over. So I left. So it happened, I don't know when he went to the hole for. I wound up going to the hole. Me and some guys out the 7-1 and 9 war, we had got into it with some guys. So we go to the hole, and this deputy used to rack all the doors back, and whoever we call ball fighting. If I'm behind the ball, you behind the ball, you want ball fight, you want to fuss, you cuss, do all that. That deputy come on, that search deputy, he gonna rack all them doors back. Whoever got a problem, catch the hallway. So you can fight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, he had racked all our doors back. I'm in this cell, and Mark right across from me in this cell over here. So 2 dudes got out in the hall, they had a dispute, they got to fight. And man, like I say, I was just like, me and Mark could get it in now, because I've been wanting to fight it, because he's running the tent wall. But then that one of the things in mind, like, man, leave that man alone. Because Mark was quiet and humble, but he could fight his butt off. Oh, man, I'd have walked into a trap, boy.
Yeah.
Say.
Be the quiet ones, man.
Bro. We had a big set of heads, bro. So, sometimes, man, you got to be able to read a person and know, like, who the male, who don't. Some people just be jumping out their head first. go bother a person, and then when you open up that can of whoop butt, now you like, what I done got into? Oh man, my bad. So yeah, I'm happy I didn't mess with Mark, bro. Mark went up to Angola and became a champ up there, bro. Fighting and everything.
Call him champ.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to my boy Mark.
Shout out Mark. Man, last question in regards, man. The fact that young Karmelo got hit with murder, when someone asks, what are you in for? Should he, just to, show dominance, tell him, I'm in here for murder? Yeah,
of course. You always want, because the person going to find out anyway.
Yeah.
If you try to lie, they're going to find out. Someone already be knowing, see if you're going to tell the truth.
Yeah. Should he be like, I accidentally killed a guy? Or should he be like, nah, I'm in here for murder?
Don't discuss your case at all.
Okay.
Because you'll have people coming back saying, yeah, he admitted, because if you get a new trial, you're going to have your cellmate, other people might come back to court. I know how the feds work. To get their time reduced, and then now you looking crazy like, man, I trusted this guy.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. All right, well, with that being said, man, I just really want to pray for the young kid. Again, 2 lives were lost, the Metcalf kid and the young Melo Anthony. So it's no one ever wins in this. Both families are affected. With that being said, we do these prison stories. We talk this conversation to hopefully give some game, not to glorify, but to hopefully inform the young people of what's going on. If you can talk to someone who might be in young Karmelo's shoes, a mistake could change the whole trajectory of their life. He's supposed to be in college. He all A student. If you don't mind speaking to a young kid who's out here who didn't grow up in the streets like you, but just a good kid, but might have to defend his life and again, just tell them, mentally how they should move. And if they do got to do prison, how they should move inside.
Psychological warfare. Sometimes it's better to walk off and live to see another day. Because sometimes we'll act off emotion, right? And I always tell people this, never to allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence. Because we'll act and do something that later we'll be like, man, why I did that? Man, I shouldn't have done that. So sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what? Let me think this out. Yeah, he bullied me. Yeah, he doing this. Let me walk. Now, if a person go to punching you and hitting you, now you gotta defend yourself, bro. Because if not, then you're gonna become that punching bag every day. So that's why I like my heart go out to Karmelo Anthony and his family, because it's like, you got people, I read comments, you got people like, he deserved a death penalty. Yeah, it's good for him. Yeah, I ain't seen blacks. He killed that boy and he deserved it. Like, y'all don't know the whole circumstance of the situation. My thing is this. If you take Metcalf, if he a good student, football player, respectful person, then he's not going to try to tell a person, get from under the tent, get on away from here.
That's right.
The man seeking shelter.
Yeah.
He's not harming you guys. Y'all have y'all space. He right here.
Yeah.
Trying to hang,
you want force.
So that's the thing I be looking at. I be looking at the small, what led up to this? What? But then I heard that he was a violent young man, broke his daddy arm.
Oh no, he was not the
poster child. Huh?
Yeah. He was they say he was a bully. He cussed girls out, and he was one of those kind of kids.
But I would say this: a person still don't deserve to lose their life just because of that. They're young. Eventually they grow out of that. Maybe,
yeah, that's what.
But
the young Melo didn't mean to take his life. I'm surprised the knife actually did that kind of damage.
Right, you know what I'm saying? For him to because by the time 10, if the guy, in order for him to stab, that big guy had to be hovering over him, grabbing him and shaking him and doing something. He act out of reflex too, So people, like I say, it's because of his skin, he got the wrong paint job. Karmelo Anthony had a wrong paint job, and that's why they did so hard on him. I will say this. Our black community, we have a powerful black community. When the black community get upset, they have a roar like a lion. Yeah. The thing I don't like is after it's over the next day, the person is forgotten about.
People were saying people were about the NBA Finals right after that. The Knicks. Right when he gets sentenced, the Knicks is the next worry.
Yeah,
I'm like, nah, we got to know how to direct that energy, because we have the energy. You see it in us. It's like, man, it's a bubble. We boiling. Bro, we just got to know how to direct it. Yeah.
And the problem is this: we so powerful together to where some people don't want to join forces with this person. I want to join forces with that person.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to, get with this person for this because they're going to feel like what other people going to look at you like, I thought you don't mess. Why you mess with him now? Why you team with him? This is for a certain cause. But some people be like, man, I ain't mess with him at all. I don't want to rock with him. I don't like. And there's some people out there I don't like. I don't want to rock with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm happy I got my own platform. I got your platform. I bring Charles White on my platform. So I got a big enough platform to get the message out and keep his name alive. Like I say, me and his father have talked on the phone personally. So
definitely. Last thing, how important will it be for him to continue to get those letters? I know letters might flood in right now because it's the talk, but if he has to actually sit down for even half of his time, how important are those letters?
Very important
to come in each.
Let me tell you something. It was me and this white guy. We used to be at the mail call and we used to see who gonna get the most mail. I think once, maybe twice, he beat me out. But like I'm getting like anywhere from 7 to 12 letters a day. Yeah. Like, cause I had got on the pen pal service. Prison pen pal, I never get that. And then write a prisoner. And then how they'll charge certain, like you got the $34, you got the $19, $34, $79 platinum where you get, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I used to get, I had, bro.
7-12 a day is a lot. That's a
man,
lot.
I used to get a lot of letters. And this white guy, he used to get a lot of letters too. His name was Maverick.
Were they full pages?
Full front and back, pictures, everything.
Oh, man, yeah.
Man, listen, bro, from all over, bro, I received letters from different people.
And that kind of got you through a little bit.
Not a little bit, that gets you through because you got people that's right, you asking you questions, you asking them questions, y'all, then they sending you money, they want to come visit you, like, it's just an ongoing thing, man. You on that phone talking, you doing your bid, you really distance yourself from all this gambling, all this other bull crap because you focus on writing this woman, getting to know this woman. Some people try to marry the woman. They trying to keep the woman in their corner, bro.
So what you're saying is, it's not the end of the world. He can have an existence inside there and still be.
I just don't like that they stealing his innocence, his young life from him. Matter of fact, shout out to Wartlow, my bad, Johnny Wartlow from Fort Myers, Florida. Me and him just talked last night, and we were talking about that because he did his time in the feds, in the pen and stuff, and very well respected. But now I said, what was it? He had called me last night. I called him this morning, and he was like, man, I was calling to check on you, and we were just talking, and he was like, yeah, I got like 40 grandchildren. He was like, I'm with my grandchildren, now they playing football.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Shout out Warlow then. Yeah, 40 grandchildren. All right.
Yeah, so I was like, bro, it's a good, he said, they stole our routers out in our young lives. So I was like, yeah, I would have thought, we were young. We went to the Fed,
Yeah, man.
But I said, but the good thing is we out now, and we can, like you said, hang out with our grandchildren and do all this. So
come on. That
was a good thing, me and him talking, being in the Feds all them years ago, and now we out on the streets. Shout out to Chicken Head too.
Okay, shout out Chicken.
Yeah, out in Florida, these dudes got some big name. OG Gigavelli, a legend.
Come on, Gigavelli.
In the Fed, big dog. Shout out to Convertible Bird. OG Junk. Shout out to Zopound, my boy Junk.
Come on.
Because they got Junk, Zopound, they got OG Junk. I had an interview with Junk from the Zopound. My boy Striller the Hitman, shout out to him. Yeah. Man, these dudes here show me love when I go to Miami. Shout out to my bro, Tony. He got a yacht out there, Know the Prize. So when y'all want to go to Miami, hit him up at Know the Prize on Instagram. Man, there's some people out there that show me love in Miami. Bro.
Oh, yeah, you got love out there when you step down. Bro. So that's a beautiful thing.
Well, you was out there.
I was like, I know some of the names you're saying. Shout out to the guys, man. Skrilling everybody, man. So with that being said, Gangsta, you already know what it is, man. This is Prison Stories 101. I appreciate you speaking on this platform, man, but you already know what it is. We got you in the building. Big salute.
We out.
Let's go.